interesting just because, I mean, we all love cash, you know what I'm saying? We all love bands and blue faces and all these different things, but at the end of the day, when the cash is gone, if you can't regenerate it or if you're not regenerating it fast enough, then the cash is gone. I mean, with credit, you have the ability to understand like debt to income ratios, and you can understand kind of like, you can look at it, there's a picture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can see, okay, well, I can do this, I can do a balance transfer, I can do a lot of different things that's gonna extend my credit, so I can turn my 10,000 or my 100,000 or my million, you know, and I can make it work as if it's 10 times what it is just by leveraging credit.
Credit is absolutely more powerful in terms of the mobility. If you have $100,000 cash, you have $100,000 cash, period, point blank, it's $100,000 cash. If you have $100,000 in credit, you utilize $40,000 in credit, they're gonna give you another $40,000 in credit. It's about leveraging and putting yourself in position to make those moves and keep your cash in your pocket. It's always good to be liquid, to have that cash in your pocket, but still utilizing your tools and making moves. You can make moves with your cash in your pocket. That's the best way. To just know you don't have to spend a dime and still be able to build a business or help your family or pay for groceries, put gas in the car, just daily essentials.
I mean, that's what banks were created for. I mean, they were created to create access. I mean, the first visionaries, the first business people, you know, they had an idea. They're like, oh my goodness, I want to build this, or I want to make this building. I work hard, I save money, maybe I have some family money, but it's really just not enough. You know what I'm saying? If I want to build a $20 million building, I may not have $20 million, but I may have showed the ability to get loaned $20 million because I've showed a track history of solid payment history, you know, I have a solid income base, and I pay my bills. You know, so now I can go to the bank, I have a plan, you know, I have everything, the structure is in place. They believe, I believe, we get the loan, we build the building, we start paying it back, and we do it again if we want to.
When I was my adolescent years, my young teenage years, friends of mine was telling me, don't use credit. You're gonna mess your credit up. But I didn't really understand what messing your credit up was. Living fast, hustling. I need all the money I can get. So why not utilize credit? I wasn't taught to utilize credit. I wasn't taught that game. I wasn't taught how to leverage my credit. I wasn't taught how to access more credit. It was just cash. If I had 10 grand and I needed 5, now I'm at $5,000. Damn, now I gotta go hustle up another 10 grand to get where I was, as opposed to utilizing credit cards, paying my light bill, paying gas, paying for trips. I wasn't taught that, and I wish I would have been. So we're here to teach you guys that credit is queen. Credit can take you elsewhere. It can take you to the next level, as opposed to spending all your cash and having no money at the end of the day.
I mean, one of the most important things in life is relationships, right? I mean, you have your family, you have your friends, but why not have great relationships with banking institutions?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It creates limitless opportunities. You know what I mean? It's like they believe in you, and you pay them back, and you show them that it was a good bet,
Right.
and then they'll bet on you again, and they'll bet on you again, to the point where you can expand your empire, expand just your whole vision for life and everything that it is that you want to accomplish by that. I mean, at the end of the day, you do want to be successful. You know, you do want to have a business plan. You do want to make sure that the steps that you take with that credit are successful.
Right.
And ultimately, you know, pay everything back.
Yeah. We don't want you to overextend yourself or to burn yourself.
Yeah. Don't be in debt.
Yeah. Don't
too
be
much debt.
Yeah. Don't be in too much debt. We want you to.
We're saying is access to credit lines. You know, don't utilize over 30%, and build your dreams. You know what I'm saying? Build your dreams on somebody else's money, and keep your cash still generate, and then keep your cash liquid just in case you want to pay them all down. You want one of the things that I've noticed in accessing more clients and talking to more people about their situation is people don't know where to go.
Right.
They don't know who to trust. They don't know who to put their lives and their credit in the hands of.
Right. Yeah, definitely. We generated a company. We have a business called Credit Scrubs. And what Credit Scrubs is we look at your personal information, we analyze your information, we determine what needs to come off, what needs to stay on, what history you lack, what history you need, what trade lines you need added, where your score is, and we develop. So take a look at this. Your credit is, say your credit is your lifeline, and say you have 3 negative accounts. Credit is easily fixed. We can fix credit easy, but hands down, we want to make sure everything's accessible. We want to make sure everything is in place, intact.
Yeah, it's a picture essentially. So I mean, we look at this picture and we figure out. Well, one, we need to figure out. I mean, everybody is different. Everybody has different needs. Everybody has different wants. Everybody is looking to achieve a different lifestyle.
Exactly.
So we do a full consultation. I mean, that's the benefit of Credit Scrubs. I mean, we're a full consultation company, and we understand everything from personal credit all the way to business credit. We may transfer you to another company to handle the business credit, but the key is that we're a part of all of these entities, and so we can provide all these different opportunities for people. So, I mean, going on what you're saying, basically we assess your situation, we interview you, we talk to you about what it is that you want to accomplish, and from that, we decide what needs to come off. Anything negative needs to come off anyway. Like, you don't need to have, when a banking institution or a credit card company looks at you, it's essentially an algorithm if you're applying online.
Right.
It's an algorithm. That algorithm has to make sense to the computer. Your debt to income ratio has to make sense. Your credit usage has to make sense.
Right.
Your income has to make sense. And if you're going big, you need to have access some form of big credit, or even know somebody that trusts you enough
to add you.
Exactly.
Right, to add you as, they're co-signing for you, showing that, okay, this guy's creditworthy. Like Lace and I have American Express cards, no limit. I have Capital One cards, $20,000, $30,000 limits, but I can add you to those cards, and it's like, okay, I trust this guy with a $30,000 account. Okay.
One of the opportunities, the benefit in Credit Scrubs is that we're here, we're accessible, we're moving around, we're traveling around, we're actually doing the things that it takes to achieve our dreams and living the lifestyle that we want to live.
Especially in the urban community, we know what's needed. We know what it's supposed to look like. We know what it needs to look like. So we want you to win, because essentially we win.
Yeah, the more winners that we create, the better for us.
Right.
As you know, everything with the internet is about reviews. It's about what people's experiences are. So, we've been doing this privately for a long time, and we just kind of decided to build a company around it.
Right.
And we were doing it internally for our friends, for our family, and kind of building our own source of investors and our own source of people that are like-minded, that we're trying to go to similar places. And it just started to make sense for us to create this company, because why keep all the game to ourselves?
Right. Yeah, when we can essentially put ourselves in position to help people, because credit is life. It's life. You can have $100,000 cash and still not be able to access the things that you want to access. It's just, you can't purchase a home, you can't purchase a vehicle, and if you do, you get hit with an interest rate that's beyond your means, 26% interest. I've seen even 28% interest on vehicles. That's terrible. You're paying 40% more for the car. It's terrible. So we're here to help and show you exactly how to leverage that credit and get those scores where they need to be, so you can make purchases without being kicked in the back of the head.
And we made this super, super, super simple. Go to creditscrubs.com, CREDIT scrubs.com. Enter some information. We'll get back to you swiftly. What you need to do prior to that is go on to, whether it's Credit Check Total, Credit Sesame, whatever it is, you're going to have to pay the fee, pay the $1, do the trial, and get all 3 credit bureaus. We need to see all 3 credit bureaus, because a lot of times different entities don't report on all bureaus.
People call me and inquire about Credit Karma. I say, use Experian. Credit Karma doesn't show the 3 bureaus. We can't have an accurate report without the 3 bureaus. So make sure you don't use Credit Karma. People call me all day and all night, trying to give me the Credit Karma password and log in. Credit Karma won't work for us. We need to see the 3 bureaus so we can properly assess your credit and tell you exactly what we need to do and what you need to do.
There's a lot of them. There's freecreditreport.com. There's annualcreditreport.com. I think they give you one free one. There's Credit Sesame, where you can access all. Most of them are Experian products. They just kind of created different brands. but any of them that has the ability to order all 3 bureaus, that's what we need.
Right.
So, I mean, once we do that, then we can have a real conversation about what's gonna happen next. And we're simple, like, we kind of want it to be simple. A lot of people,
It's A, B, C, and D.
it's very simple.
It's simple. People call me and inquire about purchasing a vehicle, and I tell them all the time, get your credit together first, because it'll save you on the back end. Don't go give them $15,000 down for a $50,000 car. That's idiotic. Don't do that. I've done it multiple times in my youth, but now I would never. I keep all my cash in my pocket, and I utilize their credit.
Yeah, keep the cash. I mean, it's important. So we made it really simple. Go to creditscrubs.com, sign up, and we're going to get back with you. We're going to give you an email to where you can send in your report. I mean, once we look at it, everybody's in agreement. You pay, we get going. It's going to take 30 days to 120 days max. It depends on how bad it is or how intricate it is of the things that you have. Things are going to come off, and then we're going to figure out what the next move is. Do you want to add some trade lines on there? Are you ready for the next level of credit? And once we do your personal, and if you're interested in building a business, or if you're interested in going to the next level, we can help you incorporate, we can help you set up your business, we can put the whole branding package together and put you in position to even access more capital for your dreams.
No, that's exactly what we're here for. We're just here to help. We're not trying to overlap you with speeches and information without giving you proper game and the knowledge to really, in the steps to get to where we got to. You know what I mean? Credit is extremely important. You know what I mean? Interest rates are extremely important. Financial stability is extremely important. Having cash in hand is extremely important. So why not take advantage and utilize credit?
I mean, especially with us. I mean, a lot of the view. I mean, whether it's music and you're getting, paid, a paper bag of, $40,000 for your walkthrough or for your performance, or $20,000, or whatever it is that you're doing to access this cash. We just want to make sure that you keep it.
Exactly.
We've all made mistakes. We've all blown money. We've all, threw it in the air. We've all bought bottles and cashed out on vehicles and done all types of things. And at the end of the day, I know, at least when I reflect, I'm like, the cash. My personal reflection is like, I'd much rather have, my cash, still be able to utilize this tool, this vehicle, and maximize that money within that particular time period, and then I can pick and choose. If I have the cash, I can pick and choose when I want to pay the vehicle off. I can, turn my $100,000 into $1 million, and now I'm paying $200,000 for my car. I still got $800,000. I'll win.
Right, you give yourself a more of a strategical chance. People call me all the time, night and day, and then ask me about vehicles, and I say, man, listen. First, I tell people it's a bad purchase. You want to
appreciate an asset.
You appreciate an asset. You want a $100,000 car, and you don't have $100,000. You're working backwards. But okay, you want to splurge. You want to look good. You feel good in your vehicle. Okay, I get it. I mean, I do it all the time. But don't give them $15,000 cash for a $50,000 car. Let's fix your credit first. Let's get your credit worthy, where the banks look at you and give you a $50,000 loan with no money down. How would you like to have $15,000 still in your pocket, riding around in the same vehicle with a low interest rate? I mean, that's a lot more intelligent. I would think so.
100%. I mean, it's just, at the end of the day, like, I was actually just meeting with a billionaire the other day, and it's crazy, like, his perspective was so different. He was keeping all of his cash, and he was leasing vehicles. He was even, it's crazy, he's a billionaire, but he was leasing houses for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like, until he was like, my house right now is humongous, it's amazing, but from my perspective is, when I was grinding, like, all I needed was a roof over my head.
Yeah, right.
And then once he got older, you know what I'm saying, he got a whole bunch of cash, bought the house that he wanted, and that's basically the house that he wanted to die in, essentially. But, you know what I'm saying, the moral of the story is that he kept all his cash, and with all of his cash, he decided to invest in things, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna leverage credit, I'm gonna lease, I'm gonna do all these things, but with my cash, I'm gonna invest in things that can grow my money exponentially.
Exactly.
Cash was king.
That's what you and I had this conversation all the time.
Credit was queen.
Residual income. Let's invest in something that's gonna make us a percentage of our money.
Yeah.
as opposed to just tricking the money off left and right, right and left, and not acquiring anything.
Yeah.
So that's the importance of credit. You know, I mean, credit enables you.
Yeah, it's showtime. I mean, just call us. I mean, Credit Scrubs is here. Me, C, you like we're here for you. Whatever you need, call us. We're always available. I mean, unfortunately, we work lots of hours in a day. While we're trying to accomplish our personal dreams, but in the meantime, as many people as we can help accomplish similar things or whatever it is that they dream for themselves, we're into it.
For sure. We just want to help.